Hello guys, Mina here from Team 3, reporting for Iteration 4. So for this iteration, I've just been working on a way to end our conversation with a client. So before, our bot uh, would not understand when you say words like thank you or bye-bye or finished or done. And the bot would just reply back and say, sorry, can you repeat that again? Which is it's not very good. Um, so I went ahead and took care of that. So just I just made a new intent for our bot where it handles end conversation, any kind of words that the client says right here. Just we'll go ahead and take care of that and basically wish the client uh, a nice day right here. That's pretty much what I've been working on. I've also been working on finishing up a story card to do go back, and I've just been working on testing that. Um, and yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you as always, Mina. You guys get to see my face today because I'm about to get a phone call from my doctor to demonstrate the voice support that I've added this iteration to our appointment reminder interface. Here we go. Put on speaker.
Oh, Amanda, this is the office of your doctor. We wanted to remind you of your appointments Wednesday, April 18th at 1:30 p.m., Thursday, April 19th at 1:30 p.m., and Friday, April 20th at 9:30 a.m. Can you make it?
I can make it on Wednesday.
So you can make it on 2018, April 18th at 13:30.
Yes, I can.
Great. Is there anything else I could do for you?
Yeah. Where's my appointment on Thursday?
That's at Best Practices South. The address is 1234 Random Street, Random City, Tennessee.
I need to reschedule on Thursday.
I'm sorry you can't make it. Would you like to reschedule?
Yes.
I'll cancel your appointment on 2018, April 19th at 13:30, okay?
Okay.
Is there anything else I could do for you?
Yes. What time is it next Friday?
You're scheduled for Friday, April 20th at 9:30 a.m. Can you make it?
I can make it.
Great. Do you have time to go over some additional information about your appointment?
Sure, I guess.
Don't need anything. Is there anything else I can do?
That's all, thanks.
All done?
Yeah, bye. And without further ado, let me pass it on to Colton.
Okay, my name's Colton Anderson, and this iteration I've been working on redirecting patients to customer support. Basically, if a patient is sending messages that our bot doesn't understand, they should receive a message redirecting them to customer support. Unfortunately, Amazon Lex does not offer a catch-all intent, so it will just send a hang-up phrase when it gives up on understanding, but nothing else can be done directly through Lex. However, we have a client script that all messages pass through. So what I've done is insert a check into our client that looks for the hang-up phrase meaning Lex has given up. When I find this, I call another script to log the message that Lex couldn't understand and respond with a customer support message and number.
Well, alrighty. My name is Aljon, and for this iteration, I've been tasked with restructuring our code base. Now, beforehand, the flow of our program works like this. A user sends a message to be parsed by our Amazon Lexbot. The Lexbot determines the intent the user is requesting, and it calls a specific Lambda function to handle the request and then generate a response. Now, this was all fine and dandy beforehand, but we realized that it wasn't really scalable because in order to do so, each Lambda function had its own directory complete with its own Lambda handler script and a copy of any helper functions that it needed, which also had its consistency issues. Now, instead, last iteration, I proposed a different structure where there will be a main Lambda function, and for each user intent, there's going to be an intent module that will handle it and generate its response back to the Lambda function and then have a final response. Now, this tremendously lowers down the number of Lambda functions we have to maintain, and they'll all refer to the same helper modules anyways. So rather than have a copy of them, they'll be referring to the most up-to-date one, which reduces redundancy. Now, I was able to talk to each team member in this iteration and get them to transition to the new architecture, and I was tasked with cleaning up the code in both GitLab and AWS. And that was what I was able to do this iteration. Thank you.
Okay, this is Sam Wehunt, and for this iteration, we're kind of wrapping up the project here, getting the final touches in. And for this iteration, I wasn't really able to work on many features because I was working on bug fixing and hunting and stuff like that. A lot of what I did was just testing features and making sure some things worked, and some things didn't work, and that really blocked me from actually getting features done. So I was testing the send to scheduler function, and that led to some other issues that I fixed. And that was mainly what I did. And so going into the next iteration, I'm going to be finalizing those and make sure everything actually works. And then we're also going to be working on a lot of documentation.